Hey YouTubers, I'm here. I'm going to review my Motobecane Hal Boost. This is a 27 and a half plus full suspension bike. I know that's a little different than my normal content, so hopefully this helps someone that's looking about buying one of these. When I picked mine up a couple years ago, I did some research online, a little bit of stuff in the forums, and it goes both ways. Some people said they like it. Some people said they were garbage. I pulled the trigger on it after I went to a couple bike stores and talked to them. And basically, for what I was looking at, it was going to cost me about $3,500. I was able to pick this up from Bike Direct sister company, Bike Island. When I bought it, it was missing the fork, the pedals, the dropper post, and what else was it? It was the adapters for the calipers to mount them to the fork and the frame. So, but they knocked off like $500 off the bike. I had a fork laying around, so that worked out pretty well for me. I had a RockShox Recon, which is nowhere near as nice as what the Pike that it came with. But like I said, for the price difference and already having a fork, I was like, let's pull the trigger. Worst comes to worst, throw it up on Craigslist or whatever. Again, I've had this for a couple years. Overall, the bike's been really, really well. I've wiped out on it a handful of times and no issues with cracking, bending, braking. I'm a little bit on the larger side. I'm coming in at about 5'9", 5'10" at 250 pounds. So when this bike is doing drop-ins and different things like that and hopping off of logs, it's definitely working. Again, no issues whatsoever. So let's start a little bit with the bikes. So first, let's start out with the rims. It comes with the WTB I-29 tubeless ready rim. It has a gravity hub. Somewhere in there, it'll read it. The gravity hub. Hub's not the greatest thing, but, they work. I haven't had any issues. I haven't had any bearings blowing out on me. But like I said, would it be nice to have, like a pub hub or something? Of course. But for what it is, it came with Recon Plus Maxxis tires. I believe they were 2.8s. Tried them for a couple rides. I did not like them. Switched over to the Rocket Ron 3.0s. Went tubeless on this. So like I said, changed out the valve stem. Added an extra of a tape around the inside of the rim. I'm here in Michigan, so I ran some Stan's Winter Mix inside for my goop. Everything has been holding up really, really well for me. Had to add air now and then, but overall, unless I do like a major burp on the rim, I haven't had any issues with sealing or these things holding. Some of the other things about this, let's see, we got a 11 speed that it came with. It had the Shimano Dior XT rear derailleur. Came with the race face turbine cranks. Up front, it did have a 2x on the front, and I believe that was an XT derailleur as well. I'm here in Michigan down by Detroit, so our riding area around here is not like any true mountains. So I'm running a 30-tooth chainring on this with the 11 speed in the back. I have no problem climbing anything in our local area. One of the other things, let's see, we got the RockShox Monarch rear shock that it came with. Has the lockout feature with the rebound adapter on there. The air, easy to set up. Overall, was pretty good. Up top here, it came with a short little stubby stem up here. I did have a problem with some of the climbs where this thing was just like wheeling like crazy on me. I added the extra 50 mils to the stem, planted some of my weight up front, and after that, everything's been golden. Again, this is not the fork that it comes with. This is the Recon Silver, I believe. It is a 150 air, but it matches the rear Monarch very, very well. Up front, it's still the MTB ST I-29 rim with the Rocket Ron 3.0 tire, again, tubeless. This thing came with the Shimano XT hydraulics, along with the Shimano XT rear caliper, the oversized rotors, the SLX shifters. There was an SLX on this side as well, but again, I ripped the 2-speed off, so I didn't need that. Change the grips out. That's just minor crap. I mean, everybody pretty much does that. I wish I had the original dropper that it came with. I believe it was a KS. But again, like I said, I bought mine off of Bike Island, the sister company, minus the fork, the dropper, and some other thing. Like I said, it was about 450 bucks cheaper. So by the time I changed out the tires, put the seat post on it, the shock up front, buying the actual bike, I'm sitting probably somewhere around 1,400 bucks. Um, Dude, the bike's been great. 150 mils of travel, the 3-inch tires with the suspension. The thing is plush. It rolls over rocks, roots, hops up stumps. I mean, the thing is great. The only downflaw is the bike's probably coming in. I didn't never weight it, but if I had to guess, it's probably somewhere around maybe 30 pounds. A little on the heavy side, but we're out there for exercise, right? So, what else about this thing? So when I first got it, pretty much all of my bolts were coming loose right from the get-go. I would suggest if you buy one of these bikes, pull the bolts out, put some blue Loctite on it, and reseat everything. Once I did that, shaved down, the fork a little bit, got all that set to my lengths. Everything's been great. Check my bolts now and then. Everything stays tight. One thing I do like about this is the rear triangle. The bike I was running before was a Giant Stance 1. Again, I think that was like 120 mils of travel, but that was a solid swing arm back there. And the way that works is because it didn't have that extra pivot point, this thing actually was designed to flex. Well, with my weight, I actually cracked the rear triangle. They wouldn't do anything about it. Hence why I bought the other bike. But overall, this is like basically the stolen design from the Giant Trance or the Anthem. So like I said, it's been proven out. It rolls really, really smooth. I haven't had any problem with the welds. Overall, it's been a great bike. For the money, I can't complain. Like I said, am I telling anybody to get rid of their Yeti or their Trek or their Specialized to go out and buy one of these? No, I'm not. But for 1,400 bucks to get into an entry level bike with race face and XT components and 11 speed, dude, you can't beat it for the price. If someone does want to switch for a Yeti or, for a high-end bike, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. But no, but seriously, anybody looking, I would not hesitate buying one of these if you're looking for yourself for an entry-level bike or to get your girlfriend into one or to your son or something. For the money, you can't beat it. One of the big complaints I do have about the bike, I wish this top tube was a little bit longer. In my opinion, it seems a little on the stubby side. When this bike's on the ground, like I said, I'm 5'9". I believe this is what they consider a small, which is about a 16.5. When I stand, I'm about here. I probably should have bought the medium bike, which I believe is like their 43. But this is what they had in stock. It does fit me well. I can throw it around really great. Again, I wish that top tube had about an extra, maybe inch to inch and a half up front to change that position there. And then if this was raised up, I'd have room for my cage underneath. Right now I get a lot of crap coming off the front tire onto the bottle, but I believe if you get the larger frame size, the water bottle's on the other spot. I know a little petty stuff, but again, it's a review. If I were to change anything from the factory, if they could change that, that would be great. But besides that, thumbs up. Any comments or suggestions or anything, please leave them below. Thank you.